Let us learn how to use MessageSource Interface in our Spring application. MessageSource resolves messages and supports parameterization and internationalization. It has two implementations: resource bundle MessageSource and reloadable resource bundle MessageSource. The difference is that reloadable resource bundle MessageSource is highly configurable and resource bundle MessageSource has some limitations. So MessageSource can be used for parameterization and internationalization. Let's see by the example. I have created two properties file inside the I18 folder. This is the class path src main resources. This is the class path, and inside class path I have a folder I18, and here I have created two properties file array msg underscore de dot properties, users underscore de dot properties, de for Germany. So I will write the message only for the German language here. So if we use local de, in that case underscore de properties file will be picked up by the message source. So first of all, I will configure message source in our Java config. This is our Java config. Create a bean for message source. Here I am using resource bundle message source. Here you have to configure base name. Suppose I have two properties file which has the base name as error.msg inside I18 folder and users inside I18 folder. So the base name will be I18 users, I18 error.msg. Later we can suffix it with underscore the local, and this is the default encoding. In this way our message source bean has been created. Now let us see how to use it. First of all, I will show you my properties file. This is error.msg properties. So what I am doing is that if there is validation error, I have two fields, error.msg.name. The message will be enter name, and error.msg.pwd for password. And if there is validation error, there will be the message as enter password. In this application, I will just read these properties. I have one more property file, user.admin value, and as I have told you that I am also use parameterization. So user.msg is equal to, this is the argument index 0. In this way you can use 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 as many parameterization. So what will happen that we can add at runtime value to this parameter that will be added to the complete message. We will see this in the example. So let's see the example how to access this file. This is my Spring Boot application. What I am doing that I am accessing the message source interface bean, and now I have a method get message in message source. Let's see about this method get message. Get message has first parameter is the code, means the key in the property file. Key means we will refer error.msg.name or error.msg.pw. These things will be we will use here at the place of code. Now if we have the parameterization, then put all them as an array, and at the index 0 this will be assigned for this place, and at the index 1 if we have more parameters, then that will be used for that. Okay. And the third is default message. If there is no uh, mm, code in the property file, if there is no key for the specified key is not available, then we will get the default message. And the locale, which property file should be picked up. If I am using de locale.de, then underscore de properties file will be picked up. So look at here, I am using MessageSource.getMessage. This is our key in the property file, and there is no parameterization for the user admin. I will show you. For the user admin, there is no parameterization, but for the user.msg there is one parameterization at the index 0. So for user admin there is no parameterization, so it's null. And if user.admin is not available, at that case we will get the default message. We can write whatever we want. This is the default message, and specify the locale. Here I am using locale.german. I will fetch the value and print here. In the same way, I will access user.msg. It has one parameter value at the index of 0. So I have created an array of string and have added one value for the index 0. So this array has been specified to this place, and then welcome will be added to this place at the index 0, and then this will give the message as welcome Surya. This will be the complete message, and this is the default message and the locale. In the same way, for the error.msg name, no parameter, so null, default message, locale. And for the error msg.pwd, null, because there is no parameter, default message and locale. Let's run it. Okay, this is from user underscore de property file, and this is from error msg underscore de property file. You can see that welcome Surya, it has been added here. What we did while getting value by the get message, I have passed the msg arg and I have added welcome at the index 0, and that will be assigned to the this place. In this way we can read our property file, and we can solve internationalization and parameterization using message source. One thing, if there is no property file available for that locale, then we will get error. Suppose I am using another locale for which there is no file, no property file available. In that case, we can see that there is default message. Okay, so if either there is no key or there is no file available, in both case we will get this default message. In this way we can use message source in our application for the parameterization and internationalization. Okay, thank you.